Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. One of the things about feminism is that they claim that the large number of women are going to university. In fact, now women are outnumbering guys going to university. But the events could show that that is on a losing streak, as the pandemic all over the Western world has dramatically affected academia. The reason I say that is last week one of my workmates who used to work in academia has told me that there's been a mass purge of associate professors and departments shedding staff all over Britain, with John Moore University alone shedding 150 staff. The reason for that is there was a large number of students come from overseas. Now, with the quarantine period going on around the Western world, the 80% to 90% of these foreign students are not turning up, and the university itself has noticed a dramatic drop in its budget, so it has to start laying off staff and closing budgets. Now, I don't know how many foreign students go to universities in America, but looking around, it's having a dramatic effect on another direction altogether. I found this was written on the 25th of February this year, and as you can see, it says US universities have cut 650,000 jobs, a 30% workforce reduction since the onset of the pandemic. It says the report concluded that colleges and universities have cut a total of 650,000 jobs since February 2020, a 30% in all higher education workers. And 1,000 positions are gone in auxiliary staff. But this bit is interesting. Some of the most notable targets of university layoffs have been adjunct, facility and non-tenured professors, who have been subject of significant rounds of mass firings at schools moved to cut costs and consolidate courses. Now, what are those costs that they cut, and more significantly, what are the courses that they've cut? Is it feminist slanted pink and fluffy stuff? Gender politics, history of feminism and all that kind of stuff? Or is it STEM subjects that are being cut? And then the article goes into various universities. RPI in Troy, New York, they've cut 200. Northern Arizona have cut 114. University of Akron, wherever that is, 178. One of the big ones is the City University of New York. And then Paul Freiger, Public Higher Education Consultant in the Association of Governing Bodies of Universities and Colleges in America, analysed budget data from 107 universities to calculate loss to colleges and universities, totaled $183 billion. And it's about it, and it says the effects have been devastating. In 41 states, funding was lower per student than a decade earlier, with an average decline of 13% per student. Meanwhile, average tuition rose by 37% between 2008 and 2018, as schools attempted to fill the gaps in their budgets. Now, is that average tuition rose for all these women-specific courses, pink and fluffy stuff, that won't get you a job in the real world once you graduate from college? You tell me. It said, remarkably, average tuition now accounts for nearly a quarter of median household income. That means a quarter of the professors and that require university education, teaching people to go into university for the household income. Now, what has this to do with MGTOW? It seems that universities require vast numbers of young American women to go into all these courses to maintain the budget, but with the vast cutting of costs and axing of all these positions, does that mean women are not going to be going into university? The feminists in America won't like that. It says, Many adjuncts are forced to work additional jobs just to pay the bills and are often first to be cut when funds need to be made available. Does that mean all these feminist professors are going to find themselves out of a job? I go to work each day knowing that I accrue many credits I will have to no bearing on the amount of money I bring home to my family. That's the guy saying that. And it says about the students wanting in the classroom, many of them can't help but see and feel what the school is doing to their instructors and subsequently to them. The education suffers. Smart students, hard-working students, they struggle to achieve even a rudimentary level of academic success. They aren't prepared, and frankly sometimes neither am I. In other words, the good times are coming to an end. Now on this subject I also found this. This was written on the 30th of April 2021. As you can see, it says job losses and falling salaries batter US academia. It's mostly about salaries, but this bit is interesting. It says Colby says that he has received leaks from insiders suggesting that a significant number of colleges and universities are quietly planning redundancies in the next academic year. Well, that starts in August over here in Britain, so I don't know about America. He adds that many institutions, boards of trustees meet in May, that's come and gone, so the decisions have already been made, to make decisions about the following academic year, and he predicts that further redundancies would be announced following these meetings. So that means that there's going to be more than 650,000 jobs going. Well, once again, what are these jobs going to be? Is it going to be feminist slanted jobs being cut, or other types of departments having their workforce cut? The feminists in America won't like their indoctrinated herd being culled, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen come next month when the academic season starts. What is this to do with MGTOW? Well, MGTOWs, as you know, have decided that guys going to university is a complete waste of time because university is a death trap for guys, especially if the guy's on his own, because one wrong word from a female student and his university career is over. So guys have decided and have seen that trade schools and non-university education is the way to go to better themselves. What effect will this have on feminism in America is anybody's guess, but I predict that if they're going to start cutting vast departments and cutting out all these feminist courses, then all these feminists are not going to have the new recruits for their cause, and they're going to have a harder time than what they expected. And they can't blame men for it because viruses are asexual. It's going to be interesting to see what happens next month. Might have another look around to see if I can find anything more, but for now I'll just leave it at that, as I think this video's on the 10-minute mark. But it seems that women are going to either have to find another way of work and not go to college, or they could resort back to the traditional role of a wife and mother of the next generation. But then all these strong independent women don't want women in general to do that, as they want complete equality, and it's just not going to happen because of this, as you see on the screen. Right, people, I think that's it for this one. You know the routine: like, dislike, comment, subscribe. If I find anything more, I'll carry on with it in next Monday, But for now, that's it for this one. Bye bye.